Okay, this is just a quick general overview. Some of the documents are missing. I'm not going to look for them right now. But over here, this is THR Earth, which is the second book. And what should be here is the second and third edition prints, which are somewhere in Jay's collection right now. And those are actual published books with the thick covers and so forth. But as you can see, these are really thick. So I'm gonna have to work on that. And they're purposely designed that way. I didn't want these flimsy 100-page manuals or anything. So, anyways, that's the second one. Then we have the Reclaimers Book 1, and then Reclaimers Book 2, and as you can see, those are pretty thick too. Yeah, they're just insane. And those both have to be edited down to size. Yeah. They're supposed to be books 3 through 10, but I don't have those printed up because that's literally, oh geez, they're 200 to 300 pages each. So that's that's 8 times 3. Yeah, you're looking at quite a bit. So I'm not going to print that up right now. After book, I guess it's 14, is the Inner System, followed by the Outer System. And as you can see, this does not include the maps, which are somewhere in this pile, but there's like whole documents. Ganymede is like 20 pages. I gotta chop that down, stick that into that book, and then all that kind of thing. But the maps are in here somewhere. There they are. Yeah, you can see that's the Venus pages. And if you keep going in that pile, you'll find Mars. But they're actual realized maps and so forth. Cirrus, the surface and the subsurface ocean, that's all in there. So you can see how messy things get. This pile over here is, like, that's notes I haven't gone through. That's notes I haven't gone through. This is a lot of notes and maps, still have to go through. And under here, this nasty little 65-page document is a history of Hard Return, which is supposed to be released after everything else, so it's like book 26 or 27, something like that. Somewhere in about book 20 is the Whisperer, but I'm not sure how much of this information is actually going to show up there, because that has to do with the Outer System, sort of. This is based on a lot of adapting H.P. Lovecraft into the Hard Return, but since the very idea of what HPL was going for doesn't really fit into it, and this is kind of a mad scientist kind of view of how to make things that are impossible to realize, things that you can't understand, how he turns it into something that you can understand by having them actual physical biogenetic beings who he's using to basically get his vengeance on the rest of the people in the solar system. These are all notes too. These are more notes. These are like, how do you put it? Every time I run into a situation where it's like, well, I need to figure out weapons and stuff, timeline and stuff, it goes in one of these books, and then I have to organize these books and then put them into the hardest. Oh, it gets messy. But anyways, that's just a small portion of the 28 books it's sitting at right now. That's a lot of editing, so I'm hoping to, once I get a good editor, then I have one in mind. So I'll let's bring some income to somebody else. But yeah, this has been going on for 10 years now, so this is fruits of my labor kind of thing. So this is probably, I don't know, almost 10% of what I've got for the Hard Return, and a lot of stuff like this. There's all research material, and yeah, I used to have another 3 shelves, but yeah, that was all sold a long time ago, role-playing game stuff and everything. And yeah, this is my current work center. Pen, paper, scissors, everything that you need to get going. And I don't know what else to say. Oh yeah, my beloved hole puncher. which is important to me because that's a good. It punches a lot, actually. 100 and just over 100 pages of whateverness. So, and that's part of the other section, which is like all notes on THR, and it's, it's information about what I wanted to do, what the orbit, like information I need to know about orbit, so I can place superstructures in orbit and then destroy them and then figure out where they go in the series. And and then each of the planets has a basic outline of their their history, information that I need to figure out. But these are cheat notes for me. Everything for the major aspects, everything from tech to star drives, to which are not star drives, are slower than light drives. Saurians, clones, nanosci, which is nanopsionics, is psionics dedicated to brought on at least with using nanotechnology, not supernatural. Cybernetic timeline, robot timeline, stuff like that. So yeah, got more than one printer because I have to do color prints and stuff like that. But anyways, the whole jigamathig is just very confusing at times. So anyways, that's my little 7-minute blurb on what's going on here. So if there's anything else, I'm going to have to do an update. Talk to you soon.